Ah, look at my predictions. So wonderful, so good, kind of accurate. But there's one problem. It's not perfect. Hello everybody, what is going on? It's Great Thomas here and welcome back to another video. And today I'm back at it again predicting Mario Kart. No, not 9, but the DLC. Now, I know what you're thinking. Atomic wins, really? For the fourth time? Yeah, so I know it's the fourth time, and trust me, I will not make a fifth. That I promise, I will not make a fifth predictions. But as you see here, plus I'm not even predicting it. I'm just finishing it. So technically, this isn't my new predictions. This is technically a part 2 to the new predictions or the leaked predictions. So yeah. Today I'm going to be fixing up the graph a bit, or not the graph, the table a bit, and I'm also going to be predicting the new tracks. I know, that's crazy. Starting off, for Wave 3, we had either Boo Lake or Broken Pier, because they share the same music, and since we heard it in the leaks, we didn't know which one it was. But thanks to Mario Kart Tour's Halloween Tour update, we now know that Boo Lake is going to be the one added onto Mario Kart 8. So I'm just gonna switch that up a bit, just like that, and Boo Lake is confirmed. I kind of preferred Broken Pier, but okay, sure. Next up, I want to talk about the Wii track, Toad's Factory. Now, as I said, you see how Wave 5 is technically summer themed, so I feel like the factory doesn't really make sense to be there. So, and I was looking in the comments of the last video, of the leaked predictions video, and well yeah, I've decided to change up Wii Toad's Factory with the track that's actually in tour, which is Koopa Cape. I know it's very sad, and it's a big loss for us Toad Factory enjoyers, but it is what it is. As for Vanilla Lake, I'm also going to be switching it up because since again it's summer, I forgot there was one theme I didn't talk about. I mentioned Rainbow Road, Mario Circuit, Choco Island, Vanilla Lake, those themes. But the theme I forgot about was Koopa Beach. So I think that's going to be the more fitting answer to Mario Kart. And well yeah. As for the GCN track, hear me out, guys. Hear me out. I don't think it's neither of these. I don't think it's going to be Wario Coliseum, nor do I think it's going to be Mushroom Bridge. I actually think it could possibly be Bowser's Castle. Now, it's in the last cup of the last wave of the DLC. So it could possibly be Bowser's Castle. That's what I'm going to be predicting. Plus, I don't think it's going to be Mushroom Bridge because it's too easy, and I don't expect it to be Wario Coliseum anymore because it has the same music as Waluigi Stadium. Even though, when I heard this music, it was I really liked it. And, so yeah, I think GCN Bowser Castle is going to be the one for Wave 6. Now, I want to talk about the new tracks. Now, as you see here, the tracks remaining. Now, Wave 4 and Wave 5 have 1 each, but Wave 6 has 3. And on that, I call bullcrap. I think Nintendo hasn't decided what game is going to be in that column, or that section. So, out of these new tracks, I'm going to be predicting a Mario Kart game that is going to, from one of their tracks that are going to be in there. I didn't choose Mario Kart 64 because I think that's really unlikely, so I think instead it's going to be from Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart 7, the 2 DS titles. Now, here I've made a graph, or I've shown off the tracks of Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart 7 and I've gotten rid of the ones that have already been remade, or are already confirmed, or I've already predicted. So that's why you're not seeing like, that's why you don't see Rock Mountain. That's why you don't see Cheap Cheap Beach. That's why you don't see Airship Fortress. I predicted it, so I don't think it's gonna be there again. Now, I don't think it's going to be any of the Bowser's Castles or the Rainbow Road, just because GCN's Bowser Castle already exists, and Wii and 3DS's Rainbow Road are already there, so I don't think they're going to have any. Now, then, I want to get rid of all the easy tracks, Figure 8 Circuit, Yoshi Falls, Daisy Hills, Chief Trip Lagoon. I do not think they're going to be in them, just because of the fact that they're too easy. I am going to leave Shy Guy Bazaar and Luigi's Mansion, because those are fan favorites, so that's the only exception. I also don't think any of the Mario circuits are going to make it in, because again, they're too easy. Getting rid of those. Now, since Wave 6 is going to release near the end of 2023, it's probably going to be, again, near the holidays. So it wouldn't make sense to have any summer tracks or desert tracks. Hence, I'm getting rid of Dolphino Square, Desert Hills, and Shy Guy Bazaar. These are all like summer-themed tracks, and I do not think they're going to make it in. I'm also going to get rid of the Woohoo Islands tracks just because like they don't make any sense. And that leaves us with 2 tracks from each game. Luigi's Mansion, DK Pass, Wario Shipyard, and Rosalina Ice World, which ironically enough I think are all in Tour, right? Yeah, every single one is in Tour. So honestly, here it could be it can be each one. It could be DK Pass and Rosalina Ice World because it's going to be the winter, or it could be Luigi's Mansion because it's going to happen in the Halloween. Same with Wario Shipyard. So I think we're going to have to use the spinner wheel. Okay, wow, we're back with the spinner wheel. We haven't seen this in like 6 months. So to decide which one, if either DK Pass or Luigi's Mansion or Wario Shipyard or Rosalina Ice World's going to be played, I've decided to just get the wheel. And whichever one gets chosen, it's the one it's going to be. So let's start off with the DS. And the track it's going to be in is going to be... Okay, there we have it. We got Luigi's Mansion. Congratulations to Luigi's Mansion for making it in the game. Now, on to... Yeah, that's right. We're on to the 3DS one. Alright, let's start the 3DS. So, let's see. I kind of really hope Wario Shipyard makes it in, but I wouldn't be mad if those were the Ice World one. And there we go! Just like that, we got Wario Shipyard. So that means the 2 tracks that are going to be making it in for Wave 6 are going to be Wario Shipyard and Luigi's Mansion. Alright, so the tracks that won are the ones that are going to make it into Wave 6, which were Luigi's Mansion and Wario Shipyard. Now, moving on, another thing I noticed from the comments section is that you guys were telling me that Los Angeles Labs was not in Wave 5, and you guys were telling me that it was in the end of Wave 4. So I'm just gonna switch Dubai Dash and Los Angeles Labs with each other, you know, because apparently that's what you guys are saying. And, well, it's time to predict the new track. Now, I spent 30 minutes on MS Paint making the tracks. There's going to be one for the Fruit Cup, the Double Cherry Cup, and the Spiny Cup. Starting off with the Fruit Cup, I got Blossom Lake. Now, since Wave 4 is releasing somewhere near the spring, it makes sense. You're going to see a lot of blossom trees. You might be going out onto a lake because it's starting to get hot. Anyway, so what you start off with is going upwards and taking a bit of a drift, kind of like in Mario Circuit for 3DS. And then you see a couple of blossom trees, hence the pink circles. Then you go up a small hill and bounce on the glider mushroom from Mushroom Gorge. Yeah, it's made a return for this. Then you go on a bridge into a little bit of a beach, where you go on a boardwalk and go underwater, and then you go back to the starting line. Now, this is a basic track, but since these tracks are also apparently going to be in Mario Kart Tour, so I have to make them simpler. I can't do what I did in Mario Kart 9 and put anti-gravity all over the place. It's just not allowed. Yeah, next up for the Double Cherry Cup, since it's going to take place in the summer again, we got Stable Pier. That's right. I'm salty that Broken Pier isn't in it. So I'm just gonna fix it, and there you go. There's our new tracks. We got stable pier. So we start off by taking a left turn, going to the pier. You start by then you go on a couple of jumps around the hot dog stand, hence the red oval there, and then you get to go on a small bit of a roller coaster. That's right, a roller coaster, which takes place in anti-gravity, which it doesn't really have to be. But yeah, after like going halfway around the roller coaster, you take a jump onto more of the pier, some speed boost, and then you glide over some shops. Now here's where the big part comes in. After the last shot, after you jump out the last shot, you actually you technically kind of go backwards until you reach a half pipe, and then it takes you back on the right direction to complete the rest of the game. Now, for moving on. Now, for the Spiny Shell Cup, or the Blue Shell Cup, since it takes place in the winter, I decided to do a sequel to Merry Mountain, which is Polar Pass. You start by taking a couple of turns and then going on an icy road, going up the peak, or up the pass, taking a couple of jumps, and then going to a bit of a lake, then coming out of that lake, then you go up more towards the peak, towards the pass. Then you start making your way downwards. You go down a waterfall, and then you go under a frozen lake, and then you jump out of the frozen lake, and you're back to the beginning. So yeah, here are the 3 tracks that I made myself on MS Paint. We got Blossom Lake, Stable Pier, Polar Pass. So I think we might as well add them on to the predictions. And look at it, all finished. Now, just as a quick reminder, the tracks we have are Koopa Beach from Super Mario Kart, Boo Lake, Cheep Cheep Island, and Sunset Wilds from Mario Kart Super Circuit, Waluigi Stadium, Dino Dino Jungle, Daisy Cruiser, and Bowser Castle from Mario Kart Double Dash, Peach Gardens, Airship Fortress, and Luigi's Mansion from Mario Kart DS, DK Summit, Koopa Cape, Maple Treeway, and Rainbow Road from Mario Kart Wii, Rock Rock Mountain, Rainbow Road, and Wario Shipyard from Mario Kart 7. We have all the tour tracks, including Stockholm Street, Dubai Dash, and Rome Raceway from my video. And then we have Blossom Lake, Stable Pier, and Polar Pass for the new tracks that I made. Now these are going to be my ultimate final predictions. I am done with the prediction series, except for Mario Kart 9. That I still have to finish that. And this is it. This is the perfect. Well, it's not perfect. It has some flaws, but this is the perfect, in my opinion, the perfect predictions for Mario Kart 8 DLC. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. I had to work on something today, and I had nothing better to do, so I decided to do this video because I love you guys. And well, yeah, bye, guys.